Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, Honey, your host with the most. And as you can see, I'm solo. Vix is she has family out of town. Her family is there where she's at. So I thought 2 weeks is enough time off. I will come on. But we're still gonna make it happen. The show must go on. Today we got a full show still for you. We coming live. So tune in, get ready, go grab that cocktail, uh, something to eat, whatever it is you need to relax and come and sip, chat. I promise you, I haven't been drinking and chill with us.
What's the trending topic? Who got the ears to the gossip? Which radio station is the hottest? And if it's sweet like honey, then I got it. If you don't tune in, then you're wrong. Honey, cause I know what's really going on. So tell me something good, tell me something good. You better turn up the volume in every hood. Which clubs really poppin'? Who clothesline rockin'? Which show should I be watching?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back inside Honey's Closet. Um, Again, I'm solo. What am I gonna do? I'm all by my lonesome. But I'm gonna still try to entertain you guys as much as I can. Um, Today we are talking about uh being yes man or yes woman. Um, you know, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you feel like you always have to say yes to appease someone? It's you got to be that yes man or that yes woman. We're going to talk about that, and if you have been that person, where has it gotten you, and why is it not good to do it? And then we got a crazy. It's not really an email back question. It's actually a story I seen on Instagram, and I thought this would be really cool to talk about. I don't know. Some of y'all might be into this. Your girl ain't, but you know, some of y'all might be into this. Let me see. We got some people. What up, party people? Mars did kill that, right? Mars and Dexter's Lab did our Honey's Closet drop, and I still get comments on that. Biggie Beats Honey's Closet forever DJ, and we're gonna have to put together a live show somewhere where we can just like straight play music like we used to, and just social media has shut that down. So you know what? Excuse me, y'all. I'm having a really hard time with this top. It's actually a dress, and it's getting on my nerves. Anyways, um, Biggie Beats though. Thank you for stepping into the closet. We miss you, man. I miss you, poet, and old crazy cousin of mine, Q, Q9 in the house. We used to have some amazing good times inside Honey's Closet. We're gonna get something back to watch. Well, yeah, so I got a crazy email back question. But before we get started, we like to talk about all the tea around the hood, from your hood to Hollywood. And man, we got some Hollywood tea. You know those memes they put out? If there was a meme that said, what is it I was gonna say? Oh, I forgot what it is now. I forgot what I was gonna say. But like I'm about that life. There's a meme if there was a person that the baby, what is the hell is wrong with the baby? He has shot somebody else. The baby has apparently shot somebody else for coming onto his property, and so he just shot him in the leg and calmly called 911 and let them know. And then the other day he had a fight like 2 weeks ago, and then he had another fight a few days ago. He beat up his artist or had a fight. I don't know who won, but I seen that first punch. That first punch was the baby. He got hands from that first punch. The baby got hands. And so he beat up his artist. So I mean, y'all remember a couple of years ago he shot and killed somebody in Walmart, and he was never charged with that because it was self defense. So y'all need to leave the baby alone. Leave that fool. He didn't beat up his baby mama brother or whoever she is, and um, it's yeah, it's been some crazy stuff going on with the baby. Y'all need to leave that fool alone. What else is going on in the hood? Mike Tyson laid hands. Y'all seen that on the flight? dude kept heckling him, and I think he was really just drunk and trying to have fun with Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson had to lay those hands on him as well. So we've been having a lot of fights going on around here. Um, did you guys hear the story where they said ASAP Rocky was cheating on Rihanna, and then some guy came out and said that he put the post up and it wasn't true, and then he was just joking around. And so some people I know we had a conversation is, was this guy paid off? Do you think that ASAP Rocky could have paid this guy to say that so that it looks like he's not cheating, or is he not cheating? Inquiring minds want to know. I would like to know, but I could see him paying somebody off, saying, "Hey, you know what? Just come on here and say you put that story up. It was a lie. You just did it because you just wanted to, and I'm gonna give you, whatever, and pay him off." I would not be surprised, but hopefully he is not cheating on Rihanna. He would be a fool. But I mean, we judge people by their looks. So we say, "Oh, I can't believe, so and so would cheat on Rihanna, or J Lo, or Sierra, or all these people that we think are so beautiful." Holly Berry was one. How Holly Berry got cheated on a lot, and you're wondering like, why would people cheat on Holly Berry? She is freaking beautiful. Well, sometimes them beautiful women be crazy. So, and I'm not saying that's the reason to cheat on somebody. I'm not saying that they did cheat on them. I'm just saying it's crazy how um, we judge people by how they look. Like so and so shouldn't cheat on them because they're so beautiful, or they so fine. Because women are cheating too. So it's just like, wow, I don't know. People just never happy, I guess, or you never know. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And I don't know. There's a lot of cheating going on. A lot of cheating going on in Hollywood. It should be a law. It should be. It shouldn't be against the law that if you find your husband cheating, that you should just be able to shoot him in the balls with a BB gun, not a real gun, just like a BB gun. Just pop, pop, shoot him in the balls. I would be down to shoot somebody in the balls. Cheat on me if you want to. Balls be sore for a long time, my brother. Um, we're gonna just move on into our topic today because I've been really wanting to talk about this, and then we'll come back and we'll do the dear honey segment. Today's topic we are talk. Oh, before we go into the topic, this is why I need Vix, because Vix always reminds me of things I need to say. Um, we've been gone for 2 weeks. The first week was the week of April 10th, which my birthday was April 9th, and the 10th was my nonprofit's first annual Easter egg hunt, which was on the 10th, that Sunday. And it was amazing. We had an amazing turnout. Shout out to Brandy and Nakaya and Carol and Biggie Beats and everybody. Um, my brother Victor came out and brought us our chairs and tables. Shout out to Exemplar Signs and Redlands for doing our banner. Um, my amazing friends at the Redlands Chamber of Commerce who show so much support to me. So many people have been supporting us, and we have been getting a lot of support and sponsors for Unite to Live with Autism. And in case you didn't know, it's my nonprofit. We are officially a nonprofit, and my nonprofit is helping families living with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. And so we have a lot of events that we are planning, and we have a lot of sponsorships that have came stepped up and said, "We got you. We're donating this, and we're donating this." And I've been getting a lot of amazing phone calls. I've been asked to speak. Can y'all believe that? I've been asked to speak at some events regarding autism, and I'm super super excited this journey and where it's leading me. And I'm thankful to God. I'm blessed that it is leading me down a road. What I want. I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I would do it. I was scared. I kept procrastinating, but I just stepped in there and I did it. And ever since I've jumped in, I did it, and I've just met some amazing people. It's just been going. So um, we have some events that I can't wait to announce coming up. Um, we are, as I said, I'm going to be speaking again, and then we are starting our wind down channel on YouTube. Our all of our social media, including YouTube, is Unite with Autism, and so I will be doing the wind down on there. Um, and we're moving it because my schedule has gotten a little tight, and so having the wind down on Mondays is just not feasible anymore. It's just not going to work. So we're moving it to Fridays. So we will start that next Friday. And so go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unite with Autism, and all our social media. And we will be having some major announcements coming up really, really soon. And so it was just an amazing week. And then of course last weekend was Easter, so we were not gonna do a show then. So we're back, but I'm back solo. I'm back solo, and so I don't like doing the show by myself. I don't like. I feel like when I'm here by myself, that everybody is looking at me and they will realize my mistakes and the stuff I say wrong. I hate being the. I don't like it. People may think I like being the center of attention because I talk a lot, but I really don't. I really, really don't. With that being said, take a sip. Mm. So, moving on to our topic, being a yes man or a yes woman. Um, Let me explain what I'm talking about. In situations with marriages, family, friends, you know, being put in a position to where, if something goes down or something happens, you have to agree with that person. You have to be that yes girl or that yes boy, man, woman, and agree with everything they say because you don't want to upset them. Have you ever had somebody in your life that if you don't agree with what they say, if you don't, um, co-sign on everything that they say, then you're wrong. You're wrong, and that's just not fair. It's not. I hate this thing. It's not fair, and so I know that I'm probably eventually gonna get a lot of slack for this, but this is not a personal thing. But I have been put in situations myself where I have to be the yes man. Like, if I don't say yes, and I've been guilty of that, of just kind of like, okay, well, let me just agree with this person. Yeah, keep the keep it copacetic, no arguments, no whatever. But then as you get older and growth, there's growth in your life, you realize, why am I saying yes to everything that, because in reality it's not healthy. It's not good for the other person, and you're not being loyal. Loyalty does not mean that everything that you do or say that I have to say yes to it. Loyalty means I got your back. I'm gonna let you know when you're right, when you're wrong, and I'm gonna love you regardless of your mistakes. And um and I got you. Now I don't ever believe in fronting people or telling somebody they're right or wrong um in front of other people and fronting them off like that. But you have had those moments when you wanted to pull that person to the side and say, you know what, you were wrong. Like, that ain't cool. Or, no, I don't agree with that. You're wrong. And if people in your life get mad at you or get frustrated with you or talk badly about you because you don't agree with everything they do, you need to eliminate immediately those people from your life. Not meaning that you don't love them, not meaning that you know you're not going to be there for them, just meaning that in your everyday circle, these are people you do not need in your life because it becomes toxic. Let me tell you something else. If you're in a situation with somebody and it's a toxic situation, and you say, I'm not toxic, I'm not a part of it, but you are either involved in the conversation with that person or whatever it is that's going down, guess what, guys? You're a part of that toxicity. I say that right? Toxicity. You're a part of it. You're a part of it. Um, Not to be a part of it is to remove yourself from the situation 100% completely. And it's okay to tell somebody, look, I can't be a part of this. And let me tell you something. I have found, so I'm, I give advice all the time based off of sometimes my life or things I see. And I have found myself for years and years and years being a part of all types of toxic situations. Doesn't mean I started it, doesn't mean I finished it. It just means that I'm involved in a conversation. And when I'm involved in a conversation, I am involved in the toxicity of that matter, of that conversation. And I had to take a look in the mirror and say, you know what, I got to stay out this stuff because it wears and tears on you, right? You find yourself uh, discussing it, maybe going to somebody else and saying, you know, what do you think about this? And then you bring this into your life, it's in your head, it's in your emotions, and you're a part of it. And now you're just as guilty, and you have all of this negative energy inside of you. That's not even your problem. And I've been good for that for so many years. Um, and it came to a time when I just said, you know what, I'm done. You know what, I am too old. um I gotta, you know, remove myself from a lot of situations that I find, because I'm an emotional being, and I wanna help, and I wanna help solve the problems. And you know, we gotta ride, we gonna ride, and that's just who I am. And I'm like, you know what, I'm a little bit too old for that now. I need to put myself in situations, especially with everything that I'm building and all the blessings that I've had. I can't be dealing with negative energy. And so if you find yourself being in a situation where, and you know, you don't have to admit it to me or anybody else, but you know, when you're that yes man, that yes woman to somebody's bullshit, and you're like, if I don't say yes, if I don't agree, they're gonna be mad at me, they're gonna say something about me, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. And you need to say to yourself, it's time to remove myself, and have that conversation with that person and let them know, you know what, I love you, but I'm not going to agree with everything you say. I'm not going to be caught up in your bull crap. um, if I tell you something, I'm telling you based off of my opinion, what I think is good for you. I don't think you should be involved in these types of situations. You know, I see marriages, I see friendships, I see families, I see, you know, neighbors, co-workers. I see it all. And lately it's just been standing out to me. And I'm like, you know what? We need to talk about this. Being a yes man, being a yes woman is not healthy for you and the people that you're being that yes person to. Lying to them, saying something just to appease them, is not healthy to their situation. The truth will be more helpful to them than anything else. We can no longer stand up and do this bullcrap. So if you are in that situation, and as I'm talking and you see this video and you're like, you know what, damn, that's me. I find myself, you know, not wanting to hurt no one's feelings. And guess what? You're gonna hurt them anyways. And if people are that sensitive that their feelings are hurt because you're not agreeing with everything they say, or you are generally trying to tell them something that maybe could be for their own good and they don't get it, then maybe they're not that good of a friend to you. Let's take a sip on that one. Hmm. Yeah. Maybe they're just not what you need in your life. And it's time to step away from the situation, because it's only going to lead to just constant, trust me, just constant bullshit after bullshit. And who wants to be involved in that? So I would like to hear, if you're watching this video now or you see it later on, have you been a part of the I'm the yes ma'am situation? You know, I've said yes to people just to say yes. I have, you know, just just because I want to know. I want to know the situation and how you handle it, and what do you think about what I suggest of stepping away and leaving that negative situation alone. I would like to know what people are thinking. Um, we're gonna go and get, like, it goes so quick when I'm by myself. because I maybe I should just talk to myself like there's a second person here, right? Like I should bring Shay Shay in and then just kind of talk to Shay Shay, like, "What's up, Shay Shay? Girl, what you doing over there? I see you with that blue wig." I don't. I'm just not. I don't like being by myself. It's not cool. I miss Vixx. Vixx left me stranded. How dare she? Because she got the nerve to have family at her house. Girl, the nerve of some people, right? The nerve of some people have the nerve to have family and people at their house all the time. I should bring my grandson in and let him co-host with me because um he has been entertaining me this weekend. He is a mess. And I told him before he goes home, I bought myself, guys, a coloring book with crayons, and we're gonna have a color off tonight. And so he is patiently waiting for me um, to have that color off. So I'm gonna win. I have a Mickey Mouse coloring book, and I think it's Mickey Mouse and Black Princess mix, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Any of y'all watch NASCAR? Did y'all watch the NASCAR race today? I don't know if y'all watch NASCAR, but y'all know me and y'all know I love NASCAR. And my three drivers sucked. Bubba Wallace was like up there, and his teammate, somebody got into his teammate, which pushed his teammate into Bubba, and they crashed at the last lap. That alone needs me to take a double sip. I'm still upset about that. But yeah, we're gonna move on. So let me read you again. We're gonna do Dear Honey. It's not an email from somebody, but it's something that I seen on Instagram, and I thought people are really doing this. So I'm gonna read this to you guys, and I need to know. I mean, I know people are not gonna admit. Some people might admit they're into this, but do you know someone that's into this? Are you into it? This is some crazy stuff. So here we go. Let's talk about them underground Atlanta orgies. Y'all been to one? I have. Here's my story. For my 30th birthday 2 years ago, my BFF suggested we should go to one. She's a big freak. I'm not, though, but I was curious. We signed up on this secret website and had to fill out a bunch of paperwork. Then we had to go get tested. Once we submitted everything, we were good to go. We got a special invite to show up to the secret address. The orgy was on a Saturday night at this warehouse all the way out in Lithonia, which is in Atlanta. I was scared as hell, but I said to myself, YOLO, you only live once. Okay. Everything started at 7 p.m. Walked inside. We were frisked by security and then taken to a different area to take off our clothes. We were then taken to a different area. As soon as we walked inside this semi dark room, I saw like 400 people just having sex. That's not the word she looked, but that's what I'm going to use. With each other, just doing each other. Craziest thing ever. Some weird music was playing while nothing but moans and groans filled the room. Room smelled like roses and incense. It was like Babylon. I felt weird and guilty. I almost wanted to leave, but then this dude with this 10-inch penis came out of nowhere and started kissing me on my neck. He was sexy as hell. What is the ASL? I don't know what that means, but I put my own words in there. He took my hand and walked me over to a couch, and an hour later, I had four other dudes' penises up in me. All types of drugs and alcohol were being passed around. I popped Xanax and went even crazier. I think that night I had like 200 dudes come up in me. Condoms were optional. The orgy went on for like 10 hours. Left the warehouse the next morning at like 7 a.m. I slept like 2 days in a row afterwards. No cap, but there were some celebs there. Mm. Only regret I have is I wish I would have known about these orgies before I got married. Hubby was away on a business trip. He figured money was more important than my B-day. Well, 200 other men showed me just how important I was that weekend. The last sentence, well, 200 other, she didn't say men, she said the other word, but showed me just how important I was that weekend. So having 200 men. So wait a minute. You had sex with 200 men in a night. 200. She said, I think that night I had like 200 dudes come in me. Condoms were optional. So 200 men, you had sex with 200 men, and they each achieved orgasm inside of you. And I'm being nice, y'all. I'm trying to be nice. I, okay, wait. My throat is parched after that. 200 men? You have sex with 200 men and you have a husband? I don't care if you didn't have a husband. 200 men in one night? Come on, y'all. I need some feedback. 200 men in one night. That's what we're doing now. 200 men. She has sex. Okay, I'm not going to say it again. I've been told I repeat myself too much. How does, like, how are we okay with doing that? Okay, let's just get past the orgies. You want to go have an orgy with something like, or what is an orgy? How many people is in an orgy? Like 2 or 3 people? I don't know. Um, okay, so a threesome is a threesome. So what is an orgy? Does anybody know what an orgy is? Like, how many people is an orgy? Or is there no number? Is it just over three? Because a threesome is three, right? So I'm just stuck on twosomes. But I, how does, like, how does she even, like, sleeping for 2 days? Like, I would be passed out some, like, how do you even do that? Because you have 200 people who have came inside of you. So we know that this is not going to be an easy, like they in there straight getting it in. This is not a love making session and, calm and cool. They in there getting it in. So 200 dudes, how is your stuff like even functioning? She needs to go get soaking some bleach and take a, you know what, and put it up in her and with bleach and water or something, some straight vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I don't know what, like, how do you function? And how do you even wake up and look at your husband? Like, just look at anybody. You just had sex with 200 men. Where are we doing that at? In Atlanta? I had told somebody a long time ago I had no desire to go to Atlanta. No, like, maybe I want to go, and now I don't know. I know people who be going to Atlanta. What do y'all be going out there for now? Because there be some freaky shit going on in Atlanta. Ain't nobody going to Atlanta just to visit. I just think it was for soul food. No. Just all opinion. So I'm assuming, I know for a fact that it was more than just, it was some oral stuff going, like, so you just up in there like, oh my God. You know what? Whoever this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but I don't know, this is her real name. Let me see. Her name is Kaylee. Oh, it's Kaylee Secret. She probably created that whole account just to tell this story. Girlfriend, you need to get on your knees and pray. That is trifling and nasty and horrible. Who does that? I want to know if you guys are listening when you watch this show and you've had threesomes and orgies and something like this. You don't even have to. Don't even want you to put it on my page. Inbox me. I want to know, how do you do that? How do you just let her shit should be like completely dried up and all out of proportion and not even working good, and just, she shouldn't even be able to use it no more. So then when your husband come home from his business trip, and he probably out doing something too now, he come home and he, like, you just let him, like, you just, he don't even know. 200 men. Oh my God, I want to cry for this guy. Carol, that's beyond gross. That is beyond gross, girl. How do we do that? Two, okay, I'm not gonna say it no more. Ladies, we got to do better. We got to do better with how we treat our bodies. I'm sorry. I hate to be judgmental, but I'm judging her trifling ass. That's nasty. In one night, 200 men in one night. I think it's nasty to have sex with a man and then have sex with another man like the next day or the day after, within like a week or two. Like just letting people screw you. Like I just, but the same night, 200 dudes, girl, you need to go. The cookie ain't even sore; it's numb. My G, she don't even see. Look, she don't even have. There's no feeling. She killed it. She literally killed her cooch. It's dead. Have a burial, dress it up, put it in a little a little box, cremate it because it's gone. It's not even gone. Her husband, if she had sex with 200 men, I would like to know what her husband felt when he came home and had sex with her. Because you cannot tell me. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I want to know. Have you even had sex with a? Have you ever had sex with two guys in one day? Like, I think that's like, so you go out and you marry or have a boyfriend or something, and then you go out and you cheat, and you come back home and you sleep with him. Are we doing that? Uh, she said, "Yeah, it's beyond swollen, girl. It's beyond swollen. It's just, it's dead. She just killed it. Her coochie party got up and said, I'm committing suicide. Just jumped. I'm done. I don't want to see no more penises. It's a wrap, people. We're done. I don't want to have sex no more." And then the husband probably came home from his trip and was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm finna go on to my wife." Because women like that usually have good husbands. They usually have really good husbands. So I take back, he's out doing something. Women like that usually have really good husbands. And so he probably came home like, "Oh, I miss my wife. I'm finna come home and just tear this up." No, somebody, 200 men and told that coochie up, my brother. Stay away. It's in 200 penises. I already need my girl Vixx on here for this one. We may have a recap next week on this one because I just need to know. I just need to know somebody else's opinion. How do we do that? Where are we doing that at? Disgusting. Um, yeah. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna cut Honey's Closet short. We're gonna end out. Um, if you have any questions or you got responses to this, please respond. Hit us up, Honey's Closet one at Gmail. That's honey. No, I'm sorry. I'm giving you the wrong email. Honey at honeyscloset.com. Hit us up at honey at Honey's Closet and comment. Let us know what you think. If you have a topic, if you got an issue, you want me to share something. You sharing somebody else's tea. You want me to talk about somebody else's bull crap. Bring it on. We'll share all that. Let me know. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Honey's Closet TV. Also, subscribe to my Unite to Live with Autism. All of our social media, including YouTube, is Unite with Autism. Go check out our pictures from our Easter egg hunt. We had an amazing time. Recapping what we talked about in this brief show today. Um, just being yes mans. You know what? I just want to say this before I go. It's very important to have people around you who 100% are supportive of you, and people who are completely supportive of you um, will sustain you, will hold you down, will be honest. That's loyalty. That's love. And sometimes we don't even realize that we have those people, even if it's one or two people. Even if it's one or two people. And I have people in my circle that hold me down, that is not afraid to say, bitch, you wrong, that sustain me, that loves me. And that is the best feeling when you realize after all the bull crap you've put yourself through, that you realize that's all I really needed. It's already here. It's the best feeling in the world. And hey, Liz. So we were Liz. Let me tell you what we're talking about. Um, we were talking about being that yes man or yes woman. Have you ever been that person that you just said yes to people because you just wanted to let them, just didn't want to have an argument, or just saying yes because you felt that you were obligated to say yes to them, because it's not a healthy situation. Really loving someone and being their friend or being their family or husband or whatever, wife or whatever, children, even your children, just saying yes to them, thinking that we are pleasing them, is the most unhealthiest relationship ever. The best relationship is telling somebody when they're wrong, not in front of other people. That don't mean you get to go out and say, "Oh, you wrong," in front of everybody. Don't ever front me in front of nobody, because that's gonna be a fight. But just being able to say, you know what? No, I don't agree with you. That's wrong. I love you, but that's just wrong. Maybe, and then telling me, because sometimes we're hothead and I want it my way when I want it my way. And that's not always healthy, that somebody just tells you, oh, yes, you're right. It's your way. Your way is right. No, because it's not a healthy situation. So have you ever did that, Liz? Have you ever been that person? Um, your ex-husband. Yeah. You know, it's just not a healthy situation. And it's wrong on our part. So here's the battle, though. When you stop being that yes man or that yes woman, then guess what? You're always the bad guy, right? So if I don't say yes to somebody, if I don't agree with somebody, always, Val, honey is the bad guy. Well, guess what? I love being the villain. I'll be the villain. I'll be that villain. I make an actually really good villain, because I can't be the hero. If me being the hero means to constantly agree with you, to constantly um, tell you that you're right when you're wrong, then um, that's pretty messed up. I'm gonna share something that I was going back and forth to sharing, guys, but I want an opinion. I want an honest opinion from people. Um, and this really, really, really has me. Let me see what you said. Yes, I know that's why he is the ex now. I learned from it now and stand my ground. You have to stand your ground. But you know what? When you stand your ground, then you deal with other types of situations. So I'm gonna share something with you guys. I'm not sharing this to be mean, but I'm sharing you because this is something that really, really actually hurt me. So we have to be careful who that we know on social media, right? And so a lot of people know me and know family and all this kind of stuff. And so there's been some things going on in my family, unfortunately. That's just been some, drama. And I'm praying that everyone can come together and because we need to be more loving and supportive. And being loving and supportive is not agreeing with everybody, right? So I made a comment about something that wasn't absolutely not meant to be hurtful. It was just meant to motivate. Let's just do this. Let's just go on and do what we got to do. And then I know for a fact that this was about me. Somebody hit me up who doesn't even know a family member and said, "What's wrong with your family member?" Because they posted this on somebody's page that I know. And they sent me the post. And I was so hurt but angered at the same time. I'm not going to read the the post, the whole entire comment, but the person referenced me, and I know that I was one of the people that this person meant. The person referenced me as the equivalent. Let me take a sip. They referenced me that I was no different than the murderers of George Floyd, with the knee in the neck and the inability to breathe. Me. I am no different than the murderers of George Floyd. This person is living. Thank God they're healthy. Thank God nothing I feel that I can ever do can be considered or can be compared to the murderers of fucking George Floyd. And if George Floyd was here, I guarantee you that he would rather be living and going through what they had to go through than be dead. And people think I'm supposed to sweep it under the rug. But you compared me to the murderer of George Floyd from a simple comment that wasn't even a bad comment. And if it hurt it or you thought that it was hurtful, then you should have been able to call me and say something and me not hear it through the grapevine, because it was not ever meant, especially this person, because I love this person, never meant to hurt. It was to encourage. But Val can't say shit, because anything that I say, if it's not agreeance with other people, then I'm the bad guy. Well, I will continue to be the bad guy, because to compare me to the murderer of George Floyd, that my actions is equivalent to a knee in your neck and the inability to breathe. Yeah. 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 Um, so you know what? I want all the smoke now. All of it. Because there's a lot of things that people could say about me. Could have been like, oh, Val's a bitch. Honey's a bitch. She's this, she that. I'd be like, yeah, I am. Maybe I am a bitch. I could be. But what hurts me is no, no, they did. I have the text message. And the sad part about it is the person who sent me don't even know them. And I didn't even know they knew the person who page it was on. It's crazy how shit works out when you need to see something, right? When you are being people's cheerleaders or thinking you're being people's cheerleaders and loving them, and this is how they feeling about you, and somebody who don't even know that what's going on thought that something was going on with that person. It was like, what's wrong? Like, have you talked to this person? What's wrong? And I'm like, they don't even know. That person didn't even know that that comment was meant about me. And I knew that it was meant about me because everything that transpired within the last 24 hours. So, um, is it hurtful? Very hurtful. Very, very hurtful. Because this is somebody who I love and I'm close to. So to go that far without at least saying, you know what, this is what I felt. And I could have been like, oh no, that's not what I would have, I'm never going to apologize for something I say if it's not meant to harm, but I will apologize if what I said harm you, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I would explain, no, what I meant was this. So it wasn't meant to harm you. But if it did, I'm sorry that my comment hurt you. But I'm gonna stand by what I say. And like the stove, I help you do what you gotta do. But let's just do what we gotta do. So, but to say that, and I'll probably get slack, but again, I'm ready. Because that's really, really, really like to even use George Floyd, he's dead. He is dead. He was murdered for nothing. To compare your small situation to his death, that's what we're doing to you, or I'm doing to you. There is a reason why it was meant to get to me, unfortunately, and it's sad. It's very, very sad. And one day I will have that conversation because I could not. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of it because every time I talk about it, I get mad. But another thing that we talked about is I don't know, you came in on the end of it. A girl shared a story on Instagram that she went to an orgy in Atlanta, and she had sex with 200 men in one night. Um, I need to stay. Well, I've been keeping my distance because I have been so blessed with the things that I'm doing with my nonprofit, and I have. And another thing is that I cannot allow myself to go in an area or a situation where I might react to something that can bring me back, because that's just the devil. The devil, they say that when the devil sees that you're busy and doing things, he's going to try to distract you. And so I can't allow those things to distract me and what I'm doing in my purpose. So I have to, the old me probably would have reacted and said, already reacted on it, but I had to sit back and pray on it. And so I'm not perfect. I still need help. I need y'all to pray for me. Um, I'm gonna be okay though. I'm gonna be okay. But that's beyond hurtful. That's just kind of, I don't even know what that is. And I think just to compare yourself to that, knowing that that person's dead and you're alive and well and healthy and actually bomb, you the bomb. So why are you? But anyways, I read a story about a young girl who was in Atlanta and went to an orgy in Atlanta and ended up having sex with 200 men. And the killer is her husband. She's married and her husband was gone out of town. So when he came back, he probably was like, okay, I'm finna go tear this up. No, it's already, the devil is a yes, he is. So listen, can you imagine sex with 200 men in one night? And they all came inside her. I mean, I'm sure that, but she said in her thing, she had 200 over, she said she had like 200 men come inside of her. And she went home and slept for 2 days. So what your husband going, because there ain't no more coochie, right? 200 men in one night, the coochie's dead. It's gone. It's a wrap. It died, cremate it, bury it, and let it go. Right? Right? Don't know. I don't know. That's beyond. I mean, I don't even know what that is. I mean, there's hoes sitting back somewhere like, this bitch crazy. A hoe ain't even doing that. Like, what? Prostitutes, they be having sex with 200 men in one night. More power to them. More power to them. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go have my color off with my grandson. That's beyond disgusting, Liz. Beyond disgusting. I don't know what the hell that is. But look, you guys, hit us up, honey at honeyscloset.com. Um, Follow us on our YouTube page, Honey's Closet TV, and then go follow my nonprofit, Unite with Autism. All of our social media, including YouTube, Unite with Autism, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Go follow it. We're going to be making some huge announcements really soon, and you have a great evening as well, Liz, and thank you for tuning in. And we'll be back in full blast next week with my girl Vixx, and we'll probably recap a lot of this stuff. I got you. Send me, text me your size. I got you. I got you. I got you. Actually, I think I have one here for you. If you're a large or extra large, I have it for you now. I'll get it to you. So yeah, hit us up, follow us, comment, let us know what you think, and we'll be back next week. Until then, always stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Please put God first. Believe in prayer. it will definitely take you to the next level. Pray for me because I will always pray for you guys. Love you. Have a blessed work week. Whether you work or don't work or whatever you do, just make sure you live the best of your life because tomorrow's not promised. Until next week, God bless.